I present the numbers slightly differently too. Okay, what's the customer's state? What's their state of mind when they're about to see the numbers?
Guess they got their guard up.
Yeah, I think that's probably a good way to put it. Because this is where the rubber meets the road.
Exactly.
Okay, it's been all fun and games, but now you're going to be asking me to pay a lot of money for a Tahoe. So I take some time. I take 35, 40, 50, 60, 70 seconds to remind them about all the cool stuff that comes with the Tahoe and to get them to commit to me that the Tahoe's the right vehicle. So I'd say, hey Jackson, the Tahoe you picked out, right color, right?
Right.
Right equipment?
Yes.
Tahoe of your dreams?
Yes.
Okay, a couple things I want to remind you about. Look, you're buying the most expensive car you've ever bought, but for the next 3 years of 36,000 miles, you don't have to worry about paying for car repair. Okay, that's the factory warranty. And for the big stuff, it's $560. You got roadside assistance coming from General Motors. You got Sirius Radio coming from General Motors. You don't have to pay for those things. Okay, all that comes with the Tahoe. Now, here is your opportunity. You own it for 65 grand, which is exactly the price that brought you in here. We love your Honda. We'll buy it for $30,000. Now, after taxes, fees, and a payoff, you got a balance to finance of $80,347, which gives you a payment at 72 months of $1,334. Okay, a payment that you can easily afford. I need your okay right there. Don't close. Say, no, Steve, come on, I need a lower payment.
I need a lower payment. I gotta go home and think about it.
Well, Jackson, sit back down, okay? Because you're not going to pay $1,334 for this vehicle. All right?
How's that?
Yeah, if I'm showing it to you, how can I be saying you're not going to pay it? Well, for a couple different reasons. Let me show you the first one. The first one's fairly easy. You got a phone on you?
Yes.
Pull it out. You got a little bit of negative equity, right?
Yes.
Okay, as a matter of fact, it's $11,500 worth. Do me a favor. Divide, punch in 11,500, then hit divide, and punch in 80347. Hit equals. What that means is 14% of this payment is for your old vehicle. Okay? That means 86% of this payment is what you'll be paying for the Tahoe. So punch in 1334. Multiply that by 86%. Look, the payment for the Tahoe is only $1,147. But you asked us to pay off your vehicle, didn't you? We're more than willing to do it. Now, if you want a payment of $1,147, that is easily doable. Okay? You got two choices here. You got choice A and you got choice B. We're going to do it your way. Choice A is you leave here with a payment of $1,147, but you got to put down $11,500. Choice B is you keep that money wherever you have it, and you live with $1,334, which you can afford and you'll quickly get used to. Which one of those works best for you?
This one.
So you'll put down $11,500.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's one way. Now, I'll show you another way to make this payment go down without putting down another nickel. All right? Say I want to do 13. Say I ain't got 11.5, Steve.
I ain't got 11.5.
And you don't want to, and I don't want to make a payment of 13.34.
I don't want to make a payment of this much.
Jackson, you could, you just don't want to, correct?
Well, you know, I'm on a monthly fixed income.
Okay, shut up. Okay. If obviously I gotta have you on the right vehicle.
Okay. No,
So-
I get you. You're right.
You could, you don't want to.
Exactly.
Because that's the highest payment by a bunch you've ever had in your entire life.
Yes, sir.
Don't blame you. What I'm going to say next is going to sound just a little bit crazy, okay? Because even though What you're going to do is write a check for $13.34 every single month. You are going to sign it. You are going to make it out to a lender, and then you are going to send it to the lender. You are not going to pay $13.34 a month to drive this vehicle. That sounds crazy, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, let me explain something. Look, this is a $65,000 vehicle. You know it's going to depreciate, right?
Right.
Everybody knows that. And by the way, it's going to depreciate a lot slower than it has in the past, I guarantee. But it will depreciate. But not everybody knows that every time you stroke a check for this vehicle, part of that money is coming back to you. There's actually a savings element to every Tahoe payment you're going to make. Has anyone ever showed this to you before? Okay, it's fairly simple. Look, when you make the 72nd payment, all right, what comes back to you in the mail?
Title.
It's only got one name, your name on that title. It's called Free and Clear. So 6 years from now, you've got a Tahoe, you've got no car payment at all, and you've got a vehicle worth, well, if you drive it like you intend on driving it, you don't do anything special, but you don't crash it, you don't trash it. What do you think this vehicle will be worth? Recognizing that it's not going to depreciate like it used to, what do you think it'll be worth in 6 years?
35,000.
Let's be conservative. Let's say it's only worth $30,000. So now, 6 years from now, you got no payment. You got a $30,000 asset. Oh, do me a favor. Divide 30,000 by 72. What's that number?
416.
Jackson, do you know what that 416 represents?
No, sir.
Every time you write a check for $1,334 on the way to the lender, metaphorically speaking, $416 is flowing right back to your title. Okay? So I said you weren't going to pay $1,334 to drive it. You'll pay $1,334 to own it, but when you take $1,334 and subtract $416, you get $819. Jackson, your payment's only going to be $918 a month to drive the son of a gun. I need your okay right there.
I like it.
It's the best payment justification there is on the face of the earth. Only time it won't work is if the customer can't write the gross check. Then we got them on too much vehicle.
Like when I hit you with the fixed income.
Exactly.
That's what I had earlier too. So
well, then you put them on the wrong vehicle.
well, and she didn't like any other vehicle, and I pulled her out of service. So I was like,
Okay, well that'll happen. At least you pulled her out of service. That's pretty cool. In fact, that's very cool. I'm proud of you for doing that. Now you need to learn this. I'm going to send you the videos I'm doing today, and I want you to watch the videos. I'm going to send you videos also where I've also got the camera on the paper so you can see.
okay, I was about to ask.
So you can see because the graphics are important.
Yes.
It'll take you. I mean, the math is easy. It's like it's third grade math. You divide what the customer says the vehicle thinks it's what they think it's going to be worth by the term of the loan. Had this been an 84-month loan, we would have divided it by 84. Had it been 60, we would have divided it by 60. But that gives you the amount of money that they're saving every time they write a check for their new or used vehicle. Cool?
Cool.
You're good to go. Jackson, good to see you.